If you've gotten to this point, you'll know that soul hacking has taken a toll on Ringo. In order to lessen that burden, you're going to have to go through the souls of your allies and defeat powerful enemies. The first one is going to be the Take Minakata in Arrow's soul. What's up, YouTube? Zero here, and today I have the boss battle against the Take Minakata in Soul Hackers 2. In this video, I'll show you the gameplay of this boss battle, and I'll go through some tips and tricks to make the battle a lot easier. Now, I am playing on the hardest difficulty, and before I get into it, I do want to say, if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. For more Soul Hackers 2 content, I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. Without further ado, it's time to defeat the Take Minakata. So first things first, let's talk about the Take Minakata, as that's going to dictate how you want to approach the battle. Of course, some of the approach is going to have to be preparatory work. You're going to have to determine which demons to equip on which of your allies, so you can be better prepared and hit the Take Minakata's weaknesses. So let's talk about the Take Minakata first. The Take Minakata is going to be strong with electric and is going to be weak to force and fire. Now, because of this, you're going to want to make sure that a few of your allies are resistant to electric and a few of your allies are strong with force and fire. One demon that's going to give you a fire type move in Aggie is going to be the Anmoraki. Now, I have the Anmoraki equipped on Milady. Milady does have a pretty decent intelligence, so Aggie with the Anmoraki on Milady does work very well. Now, the Anmoraki does nothing with electric in terms of defense. You're not going to resist electric, however, you're not going to be weak to electric either. So Milady is going to be fantastic with the Anmoraki because of Aggie dealing the fire damage to the Take Minakata. Not just that, but about halfway through the battle, after you've gotten the Take Minakata's health down about halfway, a couple more demons are going to enter the fray. The Siranops. There are going to be two of them. Now, Siranops are going to be weak to electric and fire. So Milady, equipped with the Anmoraki, is going to be able to deal fire damage to both the Take Minakata and the Siranops, and all of those enemies are going to be weak to that Aggie. So that's perfect to have on Milady. Now let's talk about the second weakness of the Take Minakata. That's going to be force. Siranop actually deals Zan, which is a force type move. I have that equipped on Arrow, so I can be dealing 2 of the Take Minakata's weaknesses, and I can build up that stack so I can deal extra damage at the end of each round. However, the downside of equipping the Siranop is going to leave Arrow vulnerable to electric. Because the Siranop is weak to electric, you're going to have some issues with Arrow, but let's address those with the next 2 demons on our next 2 allies. So our next 2 allies, let me talk about Ringo. I have the Pixie on Ringo. Now, the Pixie is not going to deal any weaknesses to the Take Minakata. However, the Pixie defensively resists electric. So Ringo is now going to be strong against the electric attacks of the Take Minakata. On top of that, the Pixie also gets Dia, so you can heal your allies throughout the battle, which is really nice to have, especially against this strong enemy. Furthermore, the Pixie also has Zio, which is an electric type attack, which the Siranops that come in to help out the Take Minakata are weak to. So you're going to be able, if you're not healing up your allies with Zio, or not healing up your allies with Dia, you're going to be able to hit those enemies with Zio, which is going to be fantastic. So you can hit those 2 enemies' weak points and get them out of the way as soon as they come in. I do recommend as soon as those Seranops come in that you take them out as quickly as possible, so you only have to deal with the Take Minakata. Now finally, Saizo. Saizo is going to be equipped with the Hair of Inaba. The Hair of Inaba is another demon that resists electric. So that's going to be nice. We're going to have two of our allies, Ringo and Saizo, who resist electric. Furthermore, the Hair of Inaba also has Dia. This is going to give two of the allies an ability to heal up the party. So if one is healing, the other can be dealing an attack with Zayo to the Seranops if they're still around, or just a normal attack to the Take Minakata so you can deal a little bit extra damage. Now, I love this party setup for taking on the Take Minakata. Two of the allies are going to resist electric, so you're resisting the main attack of the Take Minakata, the main attacks of the Take Minakata. Also, those two allies are going to be able to heal up the party and deal Zayo, which hit the weak points of this Seranops that come into play halfway through the battle. The other two allies are going to be focused on dealing damage to the Take Minakata. Arrow is going to have the force damage with the Sirana, and Milady is going to have the fire damage with Aggie on the Anmoraki. So that's going to be a way that you can constantly hit the enemy's weaknesses throughout the battle. Of course, you're going to have to make sure that the correct demons are equipped on the allies, your correct allies, prior to the battle. But if you make sure that you do a little bit of prep work, of course, you got to be like Batman doing a little bit of prep work, this battle isn't going to be too bad. You're going to be able to constantly hit each of the enemy's weak points so you can build up your stacks and deal extra damage at the end of each round. On top of that, you have the healing from your allies so you can heal up the party throughout the battle while still maintaining a decent damage output. This party build and setup for this battle is fantastic and really balanced for both offensive and defensively. So you can not only deal out a ton of damage, but also resist a lot of the attacks that come your team's way. This is going to make the battle a lot easier. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped out. Let me know in the comments section if you've been able to take on the Take Minakata and been able to easily defeat him. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.